So apparently this is worth discussing.
Oh, great.
Because according to Twitter, it's the number one thing on Twitter right now. So I said on Fox News this morning that I don't believe in a stimulus check, because if you get $600 or $1,400 and it changes your life, you didn't have a life. You're already screwed.
Yeah.
And apparently that's news to people. It's like apparently I have upset and melted many snowflakes.
So the concern is what? That
$600 changes people's lives. I mean, honestly, I thought it was a fairly obvious thing. If $600 changes your life really sucks.
But I thought
you don't have a life. You're screwed.
I thought both sides have been upset about that amount.
Well,
right?
It's not enough.
Right. It's either not enough or why are we sending it, right?
Yeah, it's not enough, or you're not allowed to talk about not getting it because apparently it is freaking life-changing. And I just didn't know because I'm an elite boomer.
Huh.
I mean, it's... What asinine people are... I mean, some of you people have lost your dad-blame minds out there. If you really believe $600 is going to change your life, you're an idiot. Really. I mean, I've been broke, and I never even then thought $600 would change my life. Back when $600 was a lot of money.
It was $1 million, huh?
You know? I mean, really. I've been broke. I mean, would $600 help? Yeah, if you hand it to me, I'll take it.
Right.
But I'm not going to get it, obviously, because I don't meet the income qualifications, which I shouldn't get it. None of you should get it, but you're going to, because the government is here to save the day. It's like a cartoon.
So
the Island of Misfit Toys up there, man.
How much of it is just that, Dave? Which it's a signal. Look how much we're helping.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's look at us. We're here to help. And my point is that they're lying to you. They're not really helping you.
Right.
If $600 or $1,400 completely changes your life, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You already had major structural crap in your life. You're struggling with mental illness. You're struggling with a career problem. You're struggling with a work ethic problem. You've got character issues. You've got, now he's shaming the poor. Which is the other thing. I mean, that's absolutely asinine. I'm not doing any of that. There's only one way that your life is, I mean, you could have tremendous health problems.
Right.
That would be it. It wouldn't be shaming anybody. It's just a mathematical arithmetic recognition that $600 is not much money.
Right. And we've talked about this a lot on this show, that how many households in America can't handle a $400
emergency? Nobody can. But again, that the point is that you're looking to the government to fix your life, and as long as you wait on Washington, D.C. to fix your life, you're going to suck. Your life is going to suck.
Yeah.
And that's not poor shaming.
No.
That's shaming stupidity. If you believe $600 is going to change your life, you're stupid. You should be ashamed.
And so give us what are people going to do right now and say, I don't want to be in a situation where $600 is going to turn things around for me.
Yeah. Well, you have to start doing the stuff that we teach.
Right.
And you say, okay, what am I going to do? I've got the stuff you deal with on your show, which is what I was thinking of when I said that. Sometimes I hear things on your show, people have mental health issues and things going on in their lives, and it prohibits them from making a good life until they get that fixed.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what you're saying.
And keeps them from making an income.
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes they're on King Coleman's show, and they don't have a career line going up, and they're making no money. They're starving to death, and they really have got to rework their thoughts on their career and their job, and they need to make more money.
Right.
They need to work more. They need to work in a better place, a different place, whatever. I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, I got to change things when they're not working, right? And by the way, you ought to do the Dave Ramsey baby steps, right? And save some money and get out of debt.
Because it's not if, it's when the next thing comes,
and get out of debt. But I mean, there's a whole package here called a wholeness look at life, a holistic look at your life that says if $600 fixes your life, it doesn't.
Right.
It can't.
To me, it feels like a broader conversation about something happened, and we feel a right to not have bad things happen. In the world, the bad things are going to happen, and
that's called entitlement.
We immediately look to somebody to fix it.
The government.
Help.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To me, it's bigger than a dollar amount. It's an existential crisis. It's an existential issue, which is something happened. I'm not going to call on my neighbors. I'm not going to call on my local church. I'm not going to sit down with fix it. Fix it, Dave. Does that make sense? That's the part that's hard for me to wrap my head around.
Well, and the problem is, and the fact that this is trending #1 on Twitter is hilarious, but it's sad because what it indicates is not that Dave Ramsey's out of touch or not that I'm right or wrong. That's not the point. The point is that I dared to suggest that the government is not going to fix your life.
That's what I'm getting at. It's bigger than the dollar amount.
I dared to suggest that they can't fix your life.
Yeah.
That it's up to you to fix your life. And you're not going to have a good life as long as you wait on them to fix it.
Right.
I dared to suggest that, and so snowflakes are melting everywhere. They are going bananas. And because what I did was I basically said, your God is dead.
God being your reliance on the government solving your problem.
Yeah, your government is your God. It is your provider in your little existential screwed up head. And I just said, your God, the government, is dead. It cannot come through on its promises to change your life. The Democratic Party cannot come through on their promises to change your life. AOC is not going to change your life.
So,
and neither is the Republicans.
Right. Well, I want to encourage folks who are stuck right now.
Well, the thing is, if you recognize that your God is dead, that means you didn't have a God.
Okay.
And so it's encouraging to me, or it has the potential to be encouraging in my mind, that if you recognize who God really is, and it is the God of the universe, Abba, the great I am, and it is not the federal government. And he is your provider, and he gives you instructions that involve you dealing with you.
Yes.
And then he adds the rain and the sun after you do some planting.
Right. And when we have bad seasons,
and that's not poor shaming.
No, it's to me it's a community thing, man. You got to have people around you, Dave. And when we stumble and fall, you've got to plant. And there's some seasons when, like you mentioned, I got a health problem. That's when there's other people in your life that will help rally around you.
When I went bankrupt, it crushed me emotionally.
Yeah.
Spiritually. Certainly financially.
Yeah.
I got 2 little babies. My marriage is hanging on by a thread. I was broken. And I had people say, you did some stupid stuff. And you know what? They were right.
Yep.
And I didn't sit around and get mad at them for saying I did stupid stuff. I had to not do stupid stuff anymore that caused me to get there.
Right.
I set myself up for that.
Yep.
It was my fault. And then I had other people that came around and put their arm around me and said, you know what? I know you're hurting, and I'm here with you.
Yep.
And that and those are the people of God that do stuff like that. And so that's who's walking with you. But this idea that the government is, that you dare to mention that the Democratic Party or the Republican Party or Congress or the president is not going to make your life good, if I dare say that out loud, that's blaspheming this dead God. And man, they go religiously bananas out there.
Before you tweet something, I want to challenge everybody. Before you Instagram, put mean things on, whatever, go find out the names of your 2 neighbors on either side of you and who live across the street from you, and decide you're going to lean in and write them a note, say, hey, how's it going? You doing okay?
Yeah. I mean,
get to meet people locally.
Put something positive out there that causes somebody to move in the right direction. And what I'm trying to do there is saying, don't lean on the government because you've got a long wait.
Yeah.
If you're waiting on this to fix your life, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Because your philosophy of life is broken.
That's right.
And so there's a lot of wisdom and guidance in saying, don't believe in a dead God.
Yeah.
That the God of the government is not going to provide.
Yep.
They cannot do it.
Yeah.
They cannot do it. All they can give is small representations of it, so they continue to get your vote. And when you completely sell out to them emotionally, like some of you have, you're screwed.